There is no parents teachers association so-called in this school in particular. I believe there was a couple of years back, but at present there is no PTA. They had stopped because
so why not?
In one of
why not? Are you people questioning all that?
Yes, we are.
We have been questioning all these, and let me tell you something, it's not just Karnataka, it's everywhere, it's the same. Okay, there are guidelines from the ICSE board, from Education Ministry, but what about the implementation? Who does the audit? Does the ministry ever do the audit? Does the ICSE board ever do the audit to find out if it is being implemented or not? Let me tell you something even more sensitive. This particular guy who has been arrested, he has been expelled from another school a couple of years back for same kind of behavior. If the school had not
ask Mr. Nair.
Ask Mr.
Nair. Why did his principal not find out?
Let me complete.
Ask Mr. Nair this question.
No, and
who's shouting at top of his voice?
Mr. Nair, it is in the system.
It is not just Mr. Nair. First thing, the proper background verification
one
is
second.
not being done.
No, 1 second. Here's a very serious charge. 1 second. And here's a very serious charge. Rupali and Vandana, just a minute. Just a minute. Rupali and Vandana, 1 second.
Every teacher, it's a noble profession.
No, Rupali and Vandana.
Background check of every teacher has to be done.
No, 1 second. Rupali and Vandana, a very serious incident has happened.
Also has to be done.
A very serious incident has happened, and once again I would request this gentleman, what's his name, Mr. Nair, to try and answer the question with again he says he can't hear. Now whenever he's asked a straight question, he says he can't hear. But the question is, what he must answer is, how can the prime accused in this case, who has carried out this incident of rape, is sacked from another school for a similar act of sexual assault? How was this man, what is the background check which this Vibgyor school took before taking this man on board? Do they not check the backgrounds of people before hiring them?
Very valid question, Arnab. Very valid question, and I will answer it. The school which he was previously with, in which he is supposed to have committed this offence, chose not to file a police complaint and just removed him from the school. When we did do a regular background check on anybody who comes, and when we went back, there was no police complaint. The previous school did not in any manner inform us that this is supposed to be a man you are not supposed to hire. So we took whatever on the basis of our antecedent checks.
Wrong. Then you didn't do appropriate check.
He was crystal clean.
No, wrong. No. In December 2011. No, this is so unprofessional, Mr. Nair. It embarrasses me to hear you talk like this.
Yes.
It embarrasses me to hear you talk like this.
Don't make all these superlatives.
Well, it is not superlative. It is a genuine expression of regret at the manner in which you are responding. Dean's Academy fired this man in December 2011 for gross misconduct. You should have found out what that gross misconduct was before letting him into your school premises. You have no responsibility towards the parents or the students. Did you find out what that gross misconduct was?
The antecedent check which
did you do? That means you did not do a proper check.
Such indication.
You did not do a proper check. You have a 1:12 teacher-student ratio.
By referring back
did you know that he has carried out gross misconduct in his previous case? Do you know why he was fired from the previous school?
We did a reference check.
What reference check? What reference check? Then it's a useless reference check. A useless reference check. Who did the reference check for you?
Cases against him. There were no complaints or anything.
You have a. What are you talking about, Mr. Nair? Mr. Nair, I think today after your performance on the Newshour, after this arrogant performance on the Newshour, people will now begin to ask whether this Vibgyor school has any sense of responsibility at all or not. I mean, here is a person who has been sacked for gross misconduct.
Only, Arnab, it is across.
It may be
across the country. Now people have started thinking, how safe is our child in a school?
See, I wouldn't blame just Vibgyor on this ground, because that should come from the government too. There should be a mandate done saying that every teacher who is working in this, who is taking up this profession, should undergo criminal background check, and also
see-
there should be a psychometric check periodically done. There should be a mandate from the government. Only then the schools will take care. I don't think if there is something make as mandatory, people would not follow this.
No, by the way, what is this?
Arnab, I just want to
no,
quote
this,
one
one second.
incident.
It sounds like the Tower of
And the
London.
judgment
What
of
is
the
this
court.
detention room? In which school, which medieval schools have these detention
Yeah, why
rooms where
the
you
child
put up
was
children?
punished in detention
What kind of
room?
punishment is this?
Yes.
You call this a civilized
What?
school?
A 6-year-old in detention
You
room.
put a
That's what
6-year-old
I was
child in a
going to ask
detention
her.
room?
A
Again, this is
6-year-old in
absolutely
detention
wrong
room.
information.
Yes.
The
What kind of a
the
punishment
child
system
was
is
at
this?
every point
Do they
in
know
time
rights of children?
accompanied by
Do
a
they know rights
special
of children? Do they know
shadow
all
teacher
the
who was
international
appointed
convention
by
and
the
national
parents?
law? Mr.
That
Nair,
teacher's sole
do you know the
responsibility was
national
this
law for the
child.
protection of
At
children
no
and
point
international
was the
convention?
child ever
What
to
are
be
you?
left
What
alone,
kind of a
because
detention
that was
room
the
is this for a
mandate given
6-year-old?
by
And how
the
could you send the
parents to
child
the
alone to
shadow
a
teacher
detention
whom they had
room?
hired?
I don't know.
What,
We
what
did
do you
not.
mean? Listen
We
to
did
me,
not,
Mr.
because,
Nair.
madam, the
You
point
must
is
explain to the
girl
country.
had a
You must
full-time
explain.
shadow teacher
Mr.
allocated
Nair,
solely
you
to
must.
her. You could not have sent who
No, what
attended
kind of
every
a
class
what kind
that
of
the
a
student
punishment
attended.
for
She
a
attended
6-year-old?
When she went out, when
We
she went
want
to
to
the
know
bathroom,
how can you
when she
send a
went to
child
the-
6-year-old to a room
and Ranjana
alone
Kumari,
as a
no,
detention room?
Ranjana, if a teacher,
I'm
no, one
asking a
second,
question.
Mr.
Arnab,
Nair,
ask him to reply.
No, Mr. Nair is living in Alice in Wonderland, unfortunately, today, because what he's trying to say, a teacher was there throughout, a teacher is there throughout, and yet the rape happens. And he expects us to accept
is
this kind of
police.
rubbish.
Shadow teacher who's appointed
A shadow
by
teacher,
the
then how was the child
Lies, Arnab is
raped? How was the
saying
child
lies.
raped?
Yes.
Answer that.
Pardon?
Was the child raped or not inside your school premises?
What?
Was the child raped or not
We cannot
within your school
answer that because
premises?
That is for the police to find out.
That is for the police to judge. Even now you're prevaricating.
Police
My
to find
goodness,
out.
Shameful
what is he
behavior from
talking
you.
about?
That the molestation or rape could have happened.
Shameful.
What do you mean?
Why should we
You know,
deny it?
I'm so sorry.
If the police says it happened, we completely agree it happened.
Mr.
We
Nair,
completely agree it happened. Where are we
What
saying?
do
The
you
police
mean?
are saying it happened. We say yes, it
but
happened.
Mr. Nair, you may go back and get a round of applause from
Because
your
we
school
were made
management.
aware, madam,
but you have lost
we
the
were
faith
made
of
aware
people
of
today.
this, not by the parents.
Anyway.
Arnab,
Made
Mr.
aware of
Nair
this
should
by
be
the
put
police that the
in
complaint
jail
had been
himself for
filed.
6 months according to the law. Arnab, according to the law, let me read out a judgment, Arnab, just 3 lines to Mr. Nair, that this casts a legal duty upon a person like Mr. Nair or the principal who has knowledge that a child has been sexually abused to report the offence. If he fails to do so, he may be punished with 6 months imprisonment. You understand, Mr. Nair, what your school
That is
principal
only
has done
if the
and what
school
you are
is
doing in
made
the
aware
studio?
of it. Madam, the school was not
You
made.
have
Why
to
aren't
be.
you listening to me? The
Well, your
school
place
was
is not the
made
studio,
aware
your
of it
place
by
is
the
in
parents.
jail.
I don't know.
The parents
really.
complained to
The
the police.
incident happens, the school is
police
not
came
aware of
to
it. No,
us.
one second. I'll
We
tell you one thing.
cooperated
Please,
immediately.
let us fully
We were
explain.
not aware
no,
of
no,
it.
let us
So
let
the parents did not come to us.
you know
The
no,
parents
no,
went to
no,
the
Rupali
police.
and Vandana.
And as
I know,
soon as
no,
we came to
Rupali
know
and
that-
So
Vandana.
they went to the police.
No,
Why
one
should he
second.
come to you? Are you the police?
No, Rupali and Vandana, I want to go to the parents at this stage. Rupali and
No, we are
Vandana,
not.
here is a
Therefore,
person
why
who is
should we be-
constantly everything
Mr.
that he
Nair.
does. No, I find this reprehensible. I know where the parents are coming from. The parents have their children in that school. They don't want the school to suffer. They are protecting the interest of the. I can understand where they are coming from. They want the school to be a safe place. They want to. But to turn around and say the school should have. We don't even know. If the police tells us it's rape, it's rape. We have no knowledge about it. To constantly this washing your hands off attitude. You tell me, Rupali and Vandana, as parents, do you feel secure with this kind of response?
Yes, what we have done is we have made a request to the respected Commissioner of Police and the Minister of Education that somebody from their end, some administrator from their end should represent the school admin. He should, and in fact they have assured us, the Commissioner of Police has assured us that his cops, his police people, especially female police, they will be in civil dress and they will be patrolling the school until everything has been resolved. They have assured us complete safety in the school. And we have, today we have actually given a letter to the school admin, to the police.
No, but I find you are. I think you are speaking to.
Have been forwarded.
Yeah, but you may be speaking to a wall out there, because in my view, Vinod Nair represents that kind of a wall. He's just not willing to accept that his school should have responded differently.
We do not know who Vinod Nair is. We have not met him yet, sir.
Yeah, but well, anyway, he's the PRO of the school.
No one has shown their face from the management till now. We do not know who Vinod Nair is.
That tells us something.
We have not met anyone yet.
That tells us something, that the management has not even met you so far.
Mr. Arnab does not seem to be aware. He has no facts. Mr. Vinod Nair is an external consultant who has been brought in to help with the situation and advise on the situation. He is, Mr. Arnab is not even aware of the basic facts.
External advisor means what? 1 second. 1 second. 1 minute. No, 1 minute. So you are being paid. 1 minute. That's 1 minute. This is ridiculous. The school has hired an external consultant and paid you. You have been paid money by the.
You are now making it a ridiculous fact.
No, you have.
How can
you have
say
been.
that?
No, have you
How
been?
can you, just as a lawyer is hired,
I am asking.
I am a professional public relations consultant.
Oh, so the school. I thought you were a PRO, but you have been hired.
Why are you talking to Arnab?
So you have been paid money to try and improve the school's image.
If you did not know this, what is the level of facts you have?
Well, I mean, I am so very shocked.
Not even told you this much. I'm very sorry
Mr. Nair, you are a PRO, therefore you are a public relations officer for the school, effectively, aren't you?
Mr. Arnab,
no, aren't you a public relations officer for the school, therefore? If you have been paid money, Mr. Nair, to represent the school's interest, if you have been paid money to represent the school's interest, you are a PRO for the school. You may not like the phrase, but I will still call you effectively a PRO of the school. And therefore you are a prejudiced party. So when you go back today, Mr. Nair, you tell the school management, which has paid you maybe quite a considerable amount of money, that what they need to have here is empathy, not a PRO like you. Now I want to go back to Priyanka Chaturvedi and to Nupur Sharma. Nupur Sharma and Priyanka Chaturvedi. Now, Priyanka Chaturvedi, one last time before I wrap up the debate tonight. One last time, Priyanka Chaturvedi, before I wrap up the debate tonight. Do you think Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi should tell the Chief Minister that he ought to step down for trying to demean the rape of a 6-year-old child? Do you think they should?
Okay, now can I answer that question?
Yes, please.
And only if we are willing to listen to the entire
no, it's a very simple question. I don't know why we need to go beat around the bush.
No, 1 second. No, because I do not want to defend his statement. I do not want to.
No, I am not asking you to defend. That's not even a question. I am saying, do you think he should resign?
A chief minister should be judged by the action he has taken.
Yeah, the action he took is he demeaned.
No, 1 second.
No, he said, is there no other news?
The parents have been
what did he mean by saying there's no other news?
We have two parents here. We have two parents here who have been saying what are the expectations from the government, and the government has taken some steps, and they would want the government to see.
What did he mean by saying, is this the only news you have?
No, you have
what did he mean by saying?
You have to ask the parents that.
No, I am asking you because you are a Congress spokesperson. He's a Congress chief minister. Arnab, the parents are the ones who are demanding for some action. Action is being taken. If a Congress leader's child would have been raped, would the Chief Minister have turned around and said, what kind, is this the only news story you have?
No.
How can he talk like that?
Repeat what I said.
No, and I'm asking you repeatedly, but repeatedly you're going back to the same political position.
I will go by his actions, and his actions.
And let me tell you his actions. No, 1 second. A 22-year-old girl, Now I'm asking you, I'm giving you an example. I'm telling you, at least four, since he asked, is this only news? I am telling you, a 22-year-old girl was gang raped in Bangalore on the 11th of July by a politician's son and his gang of 3 friends. But when she went to file a complaint to the police, she was asked by the inspector to tone down her complaint and make it a case of outraged modesty due to the influence. Allow me to complete, exercised by the accused. I am asking you tonight.
Allow me to complete.
I am asking you tonight.
And the additional commissioner have been transferred. If you talk about accountability, accountability starts from there.
That's accountability. Why did he say, is this the only news story?
Accountability from there.
17-year-old seminary, 17-year-old seminary student, 17-year-old seminary student raped in Bangalore and left unconscious by 3 unidentified men.
And there are 2 groups which are looking for the culprit.
And the police have failed to catch the accused. Police have failed to catch the accused.
Arnab, the Karnataka government is absolutely serious.
What serious? What? At least 4 incidents of exactly the same kind. At least 4 incidents. You see, that man slept during the discussion.
Actions that have been taken, but if you insist on politicizing it.
Politicizing, I'm asking for accountability. What are you talking about? Why do you want to be in power if you can't take responsibility?
If you talk about accountability, Arnab, I have given you the actions that have been taken.
You have just taken a position, Priyanka, today, despite being an educated woman politician, you are simply...
Yes, despite being educated, having a 6-year-old girl child myself, I can say that the Chief Minister...
At least, let me tell you this, at least have empathy. At least have empathy. At least 4 incidents of exactly... Then at least respond, at least like, as a concerned parent, speak to me, Priyanka. At least 4 incidents of exactly the same kind that happened in Vibgyor School occurred in Bangalore between January 2014 and today.
Bangalore has said, do not politicize it.
What is politicize? No, what is the definition of politicize, you tell me? What is the definition? What is I ask questions to you. I ask questions to you and I tell you, I ask questions to you and I tell you, I prove to you that your Chief Minister is an insensitive, incompetent politician who should be thrown out. You say politicize. What is politicize? What is politicize?
But if we talk about actions, yes, we will ensure that...
We will. When?
And people are held accountable.
This is the public view. This is not a political view, it's a public view. Nupur Sharma is responding as well.
You have heard the side of the parents also, you have heard the parents talk. I do not know what is the public view as far as you are concerned.
Public view is of accountability, ma'am, in case you don't understand.
Yes, if you talk about accountability, please allow
Vandana and Rupali. Vandana and Rupali, please.
Speaking about it.
Vandana and Rupali.
Kindly feel the fear please move beyond politics, guys. This is something, all political parties should come down.
Come down to the streets with this common man.
Much beyond politics.
So a chief minister, so I put these pictures on the screen today of the chief minister sleeping, of a chief minister. You see Vandana and Rupali. Vandana and Rupali, understand 1 second, please. Don't shoot off the parent's shoulder. That's the worst thing you can do, Priyanka. You see your chief minister.
I'm not doing that.
Don't do that. That's really wrong. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You are trying to politicize it.
No, I'm not politicizing. Your chief minister came and said, is this the only news story? You know why he said that, Priyanka? Because this is a typical response of a typical politician. You want all these stories to be buried somewhere so you are not under pressure. You don't like to respond to pressure. You want a situation where there can be rape after rape after rape, where a politician's son can go and rape anyone he wants and the common man is a victim, and your chief minister does not want any focus on it because he, after all, is a big political guy. He's a chief minister. So he turns around and says, is this the only incident you have? I am putting this question tonight. I am putting this question tonight to all the viewers of the Newshour.
Did the Delhi Chief Minister step down? Did the Delhi Chief Minister step down?
We've had an election.
Oh, madam, please. Enough, Priyanka. Enough. I think you're the one who's politicizing the issue. I think you're the one who's politicizing the issue. You're saying you are asking today. I think you're not even listening to the news. Have you seen what's happening in Bangalore? No, Priyanka. For a Chief Minister of a state to come on record to say, is this the only case shows your insensitivity? What have you done oh madam, what did you do about PJ Korean? Oh please Priyanka, don't start this politicizing. You're politicizing the issue. You are politicizing the issue. Have you seen the parents? Have you seen the parents in Bangalore? Have you seen the parents on the streets in Bangalore? Madam,
okay, tonight,
have you seen the parents on streets in Bangalore?
Tonight I just want to say this. Nupur and Priyanka. Nupur and Priyanka, to both of you tonight. To both of you tonight. 1 second. To both of you tonight, I just want to say, 1 second, please. Nupur, Priyanka, Rupali, and Vandana, I just want to say this. Ranjana Kumari. To all of you tonight, I have one request. everyone join hands and go on the streets of Bangalore and put the pressure jointly on the people who need to act. One, do that. And second, and that's very good, Rupali and Vandana, and more power to you. More power to you.
Political people.
Yeah, exactly. Rupali and Vandana, I am of a firm view. I am with you on this. I am of a firm view that.
Please complete. It was just a notice of 2 days, and you could see crowd of 10,000 being gathered. That was not a political crowd. They were concerned parents. Trust me.
And please don't politicize the issue on this forum.
And therefore that is the message.
Don't fight over. Please, I request each of you to come down, think as a normal parent, and please support us. And the kids. You're looking at 3,000 kids in the school. We don't want to spoil their future. I have a 10th grader. I don't want to spoil his future. And some politician had dictated in the news that what did Gandhi do? He sacrificed. So let your kids sacrifice. We don't want that. Why should our kids sacrifice? Why should our kids be a scapegoat?
They already are traumatized.
Vandana and Rupali, I appreciate where you're coming from, but I want to say this once again to you. You know what people are saying today, if this happens in a posh school, 1 minute, please listen to me. If this happens in an international school, a posh school with a student ratio of 1:12 that charges huge fees from its students, then, people feel vulnerable. Vandana and Rupali, please understand, as parents, I'm sure you'll empathize with this. Not about Vibgyor school alone. It's not about Vibgyor school and all. It's about a bigger change in the system. But I truly I'm of the view.
Down the school, if you guys are heading.
Whom are you punishing?
Arnav, if you are heading to come to a statement that you are trying to say that closing down that school closing down the school will be a solution. I'm so sorry. It is happening everywhere, whether it is Delhi,
so the thing is, Vandana and Rupali.
Everywhere. But please.
Vandana and Rupali, you see, I'll tell you just one thing. The only point which I'm making, just listen to me. Only point I'm making is school managements need to take some serious responsibility for children. That's all that I'm saying.
Ask the management to take.
Yeah, exactly. So, but the school managements cannot wash their hands off. If they do, neither will parents feel secure, neither will children feel secure.
Let the law not let them wash
Absolutely.
And let them be answerable.
Absolutely.
The children should not be penalized. The parents involved should not be penalized.
Yeah, but the management must still be made answerable. The management and the politicians concerned and the authorities concerned must still be made answerable. I thank you all for joining me on that debate. And I'm sure that those who need to act will act after this. Let's keep continuing to put the pressure. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.